on, or is it like I really have to put this on?
You really have.
Squib knows that these are bad, but
well, you rolled a 4, so it's definitely you really should put this on. You feel like it's very important to put this on right now.
I mean, Squib's gonna do the dumb thing and put it on. Yeah.
Do I see him doing this?
Yeah. Do we see motion? Can we pass?
Well, you saw him pull it out, and he's like, "Can you do anything about this?" And then you kind of see his eyes like kind of glaze over for a second, and then he like refocuses, and you see him like look at the mask, and he turns it. It starts to move it towards his face, and yeah, if you have something you want to do as a reaction,
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on Squib.
Okay.
What is that? Is that a?
It's a Wisdom save.
It's a Wisdom save. You're not fighting him, so you don't get advantage against it. So yeah, just go ahead and roll a Wisdom save.
Watch nat 20.
Spell save DC of 17.
At
no,
5.
you absolutely fail. You are charmed.
Okay,
but you're still moving it towards your face. So he's charmed. But that doesn't stop him from putting it on.
I'm gonna
stop.
I'm gonna tackle him and try and rip it out of his hands.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for a grapple check. Go ahead and roll contested strength check against his athletics or acrobatics, whichever is better, Squib.
I wonder which one's better for Squib.
19. That's pretty good.
I have to get a 14 or better. That's yep.
So you go to tackle the little kobold, and he just kind of like pushes you away. Like, what the hell's going on? And he continues to put it on because, like, we're going round by round here. You cast a charm person, and you won't be able to tell him to stop until next round. Caleb, you have the highest perception, so you saw him doing this. Did you want to try to do anything to stop it?
No, it was no.
Okay.
You're just letting it happen.
Wolf, it makes sense. Wolf would just kind of be like, huh, I wonder what he's doing.
Yeah.
And then before he realizes what's happening, Squib has now put the mask on. And Eric's like, what are you doing? But he's charmed. For an hour.
What
is on him?
Yeah, what is this?
It's on him right now. He hasn't done anything.
Eric, what does this mean?
Kindly.
Eric's like, well, that's a faceless one mask. You probably shouldn't put it on.
He's never done that before.
Nope, Squib has never put that on before.
This is new.
He's like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a magic person. I can't tell you what the mask's all about.
Brog, you want to tell him to take it off?
Yes, Squib, please, if you would, kindly take the mask off and put it back in the bag.
You can't. He does try to do what you told him to. He reaches up to take it off, and it just won't come off.
This fucking guy.
Hold still, please.
He resisted it the first couple times when it tried to tell him to put it on. When he first picked it up,
I'm gonna pull out my rapier, and I'm gonna try to carefully, like...
This is on my face.
Oh, I know.
I mean, Squib's not gonna let you get anywhere near his face with a rapier.
I'm not trying to hurt you, Squib. I was just gonna try to pry it off. I'm gonna try to, like, poke it off.
Why don't you use Wolf's crowbar?
That's too big. It's a mask.
I still like the idea of that versus your rapier.
I'm committed.
You're currently charmed, so he hasn't hurt you yet, so it hasn't broken. So you kind of let him do it, Squib.
I mean,
just try to
he's still
flick it
he
off.
protests, but
You try to knock it off.
Just to like put the point of my rapier between the mask and his skin, and just like try to just lever it off a bit.
It does not budge until you start to it starts to pierce his cheek.
All right, I'm
Not
gonna.
not enough to do damage, but it draws like a small trickle of blood, which you can see down the side of the mask.
Yeah, I'm gonna withdraw my rapier.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, great.
It
Now we
is-
have to deal with this shit.
I mean, we've dealt. You guys have dealt with worse, right?
I don't know who opened the book.
Wolf.
That was Wolf.
Oh,
That was definitely not me.
I've still got that too. Squib opens the bag of holding. It's in there still.
Zen's Arendia, can you use the eyeglass thing?
to investigate the mask.
Well, yeah, I kind of need to know if I should cast Greater Restoration to take it off, because that spell's kind of expensive.
I will. We've slept since the last time I used this thing, right?
Yeah, I think so. 'cause
Yeah,
you
last time I used it
on
was
the
in
lawns,
this. Yeah, it was in the
in
sewer.
the sewer.
Yeah.
You slept at Broken Spirits.
Yeah. So I will identify this mask.
Okay. You identify it, and it is indeed magical, and it is cursed.
Does
If-
Saizen not have remove curse?
He has Greater Restoration, which is the same thing. But this has a special caveat. If it's put on, the mask cannot be removed except for with the blood of an infantile bronze dragon. The Mask of Undying reduces the constitution score of the wearer by 1 per day until the mask is removed. This can cause them to die. If the mask kills the wearer, they come back as a faceless one thrall.
Yeah.
Okay. So an infantile bronze dragon, you say?
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure we've got one of those laying around somewhere.
What's my guy? Give me a second. Oh. Mine's a young brass dragon. Shit. Hey, Rog, you ever seen a bronze dragon before?
I've turned into a bronze dragon.
Is it a young one?
Yes.
Is that infantile?
Is polymorph gonna work?
It's worth it. It's worth a shot.
So what do we need to do? Transform him into something?
I think that if my logic is accurate, which it's not, because it's no way it would be this easy, but we got to at least try it. We need to go somewhere where polymorphing into a dragon won't get us murdered, and then get some of your blood as a young brass dragon.
Bronze.
That's right, I'm the brass one. Bronze dragon.
I must have missed it. What's the blood for?
It needs to be. It's part of the ritual to remove the mask. We need a blood from an infantile brass dragon.
Bronze.
Bronze. Yes.
So where are we
Bronze,
currently?
That's what metal.
We're in
You're in the Hall of Steel. You're basically where the Masters of the Forge come to congregate and talk about their issues. That's part of the Senate. There are no
So there's-
forges here. That's their own shops, but
but
it's
there are
mostly
people
offices.
around.
Yeah, here and there.
Oh god.
But we
Eric.
have a couple of days.
True. I would like to resolve this as soon as possible though, because I do not like that mask on our friend.
That's fair.
Eric, is there a place nearby
to turn into a dragon without getting
Yeah.
murdered?
Well, you
We
can
need-
turn into the dragons? That's freaking cool.
Yeah,
Don't tell anybody, but we need to do this, and I don't want to cause a kerfuffle. We've been there, done that.
How big are we talking?
Is it large or huge?
Medium.
They're
I think.
large.
Oh, they're large.
No,
size,
no,
okay.
they're large.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're large. I
They stand
gesture with
about
my hand.
15 to 20 feet tall.
15 by 15 by 15.
15
no, they're-
foot cubed.
Large is 10 by 10, but like they're
Oh, it's a 2x2. That's right. Sorry.
yeah, they're still kind of tall. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell him that.
About
He's
10
like-
feet cubed.
Well, I guess we could use the conference room.
Perfect.
As long as it's discreet and there's nobody there, because I don't want to upset anybody.
Well, I can ask them to leave that there's someone there. It's not
I
being
don't-
used for a meeting right now, so
All right, let's do this.
okay. Yeah, you head into a conference room. It's not super big in here because it's just for the Forge Masters, but you know, it's big enough for what you would expect to use it for. There are a couple people just sitting there at the table talking to each other, and they glance over at you as you walk in, and Eric goes over to them and just kind of whispers quietly, like, we need the room for a ritual, so skedaddle for a moment. And
But
so
totally don't
they're
worry
like, they
about
kind of
it.
look at him weird, but they know who he is, and so they're like, okay. It just they weren't using it. They looked like they might have been on like break or something.
Don't worry, we'll clean up the chicken bits later after the ritual.
Yeah, totally don't worry about anything.
They don't have any reason not to trust him. Okay. So yeah, the room is yours. It's got a large, like, probably 20 by 20 round table in the middle with chairs around it. And then a little bit more space around the table outside of that. But I mean, the table is made of stone because it's the Forge Masters area.
So how are we gonna make you bleed when you transform?
I guess I'll just let someone hit me.
Okay.
Squib pulls out sword.
Let's let it not be the one with the mask. I
I'm-
don't trust it.
I'm not very proficient with bladed weapons, so
Pulls out dagger as well. It's like, I got these.
Wolf, here is my rapier. I want you to stab me when I turn into a dragon. Make sure to
Sounds
draw
good
blood.
with me.
Alright, I'll
And
hand
Wolf,
him.
Wolf has a dagger, I think.
I do also have a dagger.
Oh, never mind.
That and I mean, he's used to shooting you in the back with his bow, so
It's
True.
not hard for me to, do it.
I suppose you
Alright.
could shoot him, yeah.
You shoot him with an arrow and pull it out.
I'd rather not be shot. A cut is fine.
Okay.
I'll polymorph into a dragon.
Okay. Yeah, you turn into a young bronze dragon. And Eric's just like, his eyes go wide. He's like, that is so cool.
All right, now make it quick.
Yeah,
I'll
you can
hold out an arm.
speak common in your I think the young dragons can speak.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
know
they
they
can.
know common.
Yeah. All right. Well, do your
Hold out my
thing.
arm.
Stab him with a dagger or something.
Do I have to roll for this, or do I?
Yeah, you
just
got to roll to hit him because he
Alright.
still has an armor class. You might just bounce off the scales.
All right, with my dagger.
I mean, he could like lay down and give you advantage, but
Yeah, I'm
22
gonna
to
do
hit.
that. Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
First time
take-
I ever use it.
8 points of 8.
oh,
You-
plus
you
one
roll?
for the the ring of power.
Yeah, but isn't
So
a
that's what the
dagger
plus
like
ones is.
1d4 plus
It's
dex?
1d4. He rolled a 2, but his dex is +4, so yeah, 7 makes sense. Okay, yeah, you take 8 points of damage. Oh no, 7 points. So I never adjusted the dagger's damage. It has the ring of power added twice
Oh, okay.
because it's it's still added on the damage it does because you never used the darn thing. I didn't adjust it.
Yeah, no, I can take it off. I'll take it off. That's what that +1 was, the mod.
The ring of power is the mod for the ring you wear, but in your weapon it has that +1. If you look at the roll, that +1 at the
Yeah.
end is from your ring of power. But
Uh,
you can take that off from the internal roll. So anyway, yeah, you get some bronze dragon blood on your dagger.
I will reiterate what I said about what I learned about the mask and say I hope that this dragon counts as being infantile.
Okay.
It is
You
our
go-
best bet.
You go over and kind of. Now Nakan's biting people? What the hell?
I
Anyway.
was kind of into it.
So,
Nikon shows up out of nowhere.
hey, she could come back.
I hope so.
Well, I
You could-
have her in my notes still.
You could go find her. She's just in the woods.
Oh my goodness, I can find her.
Absolutely.
I'll
And
see
then
you
we
guys
can
next
turn her into
episode.
jerky. We'll
Anyway,
turn her
you
into some
take
kung pao chicken.
you take your dagger with the blood on it and you like drip it on the mask and Squib tries to like pull it off. Doesn't work.
Yeah.
Squib would like to say a few choice curse words.
I'll say I suppose young isn't infantile.
Not quite young enough.
Probably need a wormling.
Is that something I could turn into?
The CR is low enough. You should be able to.
Yeah, it's lower than a young dragon, so yeah, you could.
If you have the spell slot for it.
I do have a spell slot.
Yeah, they have 5th level spells now, so they should
Would
have
I-
plenty of 4s.
I don't know how you want to rule that though, because I don't think we've seen one.
I mean, you turn into a regular bronze dragon.
Okay. Then I'll turn into a bronze dragon wormling.
A baby bronze dragon. Okay.
We need
what
to go
is
younger.
bronze.
That sounds so messed up.
said the
Bronze
Catholic Church.
dragon
What?
wormling. They have 32 HP, so it should be fine from the dagger. 17 armor. Go ahead and try to stab the baby dragon.
That still sounds so messed up.
This one actually cannot speak common. It has not learned it.
Oh, it's so cute.
They know Draconic, so you could speak to
Squib.
Squib.
Do I have to know Draconic to speak it, even as a dragon?
No, because you learn the languages that the animal knows when you
Okay.
turn into him.
But only when you're polymorphed, right? You don't then learn it
Yes, correct.
in perpetuity, right? No.
The knowledge is in the polymorphed form. not-
Temporary. Okay.
So Wolfie, you need to stab the dragon again. Which
What is-
good thing it laid down.
Yep.
I don't
Wolf
have
stabs
that.
himself.
Well,
I don't stab myself.
You take 7 damage again, which doesn't shift you out of the form, because it has 32 HP.
Wolf slits his wrists accidentally.
And yeah, you try to drip it on the mask, and Squib tries to pull it off, and it still doesn't seem to work. You get the feeling that polymorph is not gonna do the trick.
That's lame. Did anyone write down what I said about
Yeah.
what we need?
No.
Infantile, insert dragon color here, blood.
Was there anything
Is
else
it-
about it though?
Infantile bronze dragon blood.
Was there a second part to this
and-
command
Not that I know of.
aside from it slowly killing you?
Hey, like I said, we've got 20 days.
Worst case scenario, we can re-identify it tomorrow.
That is true. Actually, I could re-identify it 2 more times today.
You can just read the chat though.
Why the fuck would they put these things on?
They would put them on unwilling people, I would imagine.
Yeah, imagine that. How do you think they make their goopy messes that kill people?
So what you're saying is I can do this to 5 other people in their sleep.
Maybe. Although you didn't start getting the compelled to put it on until you picked up the lieutenant's mask.
Damn.
Where are we gonna get a black dragon? A bronze dragon?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we are in a pretty big city. Someone might have an idea. Or someone might have a vial of blood. Maybe the Hunters Guild?
Yeah, I was just thinking that we should pay them a visit when we get the chance.
Yeah.
You got 20 days. You'll be fine.
Does he actually have 20 con?
Yeah.
Okay.
Until we forget.
20 con and 20 strength.
He's got 19 days. Because at the end of the 19th day is when he's going to die. And then we'll just come back.
And then try to kill us.
And that'd probably be a bad thing for you guys. I mean, especially if I get to keep my health, because Squib's kind of a chunky boy.
Well,
Eric's just like sitting there watching through all this, and he's just like, "This is amazing."
the dragon thing didn't quite work. Eric, you know where we could find the blood of a infant bronze dragon?
Isn't that just what you got?
Yeah, apparently that didn't count.
Using spells, cheating with spells didn't work.
Well, I know that north of the country is a lot of wild dragon territory. Other than that, I don't really know where to find a actual dragon here.
North of the country, as in up by Vilgen, or as in north of Walden?
Well, it's north of Vilgen. The mountains north of the country are where the wild dragons roam. If you look at the realm map, that's where the that mountain range that's attached to is where wild dragons come from.
Okay. Well, shit. Can't go that way.
We'll still.
But you also know a couple dragons.
You
That
guys
is
know a couple
true.
dragons?
I don't
do?
remember. I only remember one, but I can't remember his name.
Duravo?
Yeah, Duravo was the name of
And
the red dragon.
Paylisa?
Yeah.
And Paylisa was his mate,
Who's
the silver
dead.
dragon. No,
Were either of them bronze?
but they might know where to find a bronze dragon.
Are you assuming all dragons know each other? Gee.
I do not.
I'm talking to Arendia.
I do. I assume that they're you ever been in a hive mind? It's
Dude, the
I have
Cryptic Hive
not.
Mind might actually know where a bronze dragon is if it liked you.
time to go back
Something
to the
tells me
sewers.
it doesn't.
There's plenty of options here.
The Kruthiks do not like me.
Not in the slightest.
That was very apparent. They thought I was, I think, arrogant.
How dare you invade their hive mind?
Bothersome and arrogant.
That sounds about right.
Wolf's just sitting there through all this, like, man, I'm just gonna stab my friends for fun now.
Now instead of shooting them, I get to stab them willingly.
Can we just say how perfect that little bit of Arendia saying, I'm bothersome and arrogant, and Rod going, yeah, that sounds about right. If it was in
I mean,
character, I don't know.
You know the sending spell, right?
Shh.
He's never used it.
I've never used it. I now remember that I have it, so that yes, that's in my mind, but yes. I'm not exactly gonna call an ancient red dragon right now to the builders, the craftsmen's guild of Walden.
What's the worst that could happen?
Well, Duravo
Miscus
is
Arn would be a
actually
little upset.
Well, Durava was a well-known member of the Inquisition because the High Inquisitors rode him into battle.
Right, the Inquisition that was eradicated.
No. Well, I mean, yes, they died in Vilgen, but the ones that saved you from the Lich King in Deepholm, they were from Walden. They wore the red and gold.
Right, because the Seversern Inquisition is different than the Walden Inquisition,
It
kind
was,
of.
yeah,
Okay.
kind of.
Okay.
Same. It was like same faction, or different factions within the Inquisition, because they were trying to change things, so they wanted to make themselves different, which is one of the reasons why Miskis didn't like them. But yeah,
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. So his presence wouldn't be so surprising.
but so Remy, the former High Lord Inquisitor,
Yep, Remy McMichaels.
was from Walden originally,
Gotcha.
which is why the 5 that were there that rescued you, they were all human.
Mm. Classic representation.
Well, if you're racist and you only want humans to be a part of your stuff, the people in power need to be humans.
Um. Okay.
You have avenues of things to do.
Of resolution.
This could have happened a lot sooner, but Squib resisted the first couple times he had to roll for it. So
I mean, what's the worst that could happen from putting random objects on your head?
this wrench was meant to throw into the plans a while ago. You just got it now.
Um. I have a feeling I wouldn't immediately think. I have a feeling Arendia wouldn't immediately think of the fact that I can ask a dragon where to get other dragons' blood. So I would think that I wouldn't be thinking past, let's go to the Hunters Guild and ask them if they have a vial of blood as a trophy, or something like that. So I'm not going to do the sending thing right now.
Gotcha. Sure.
So I would say I would say we should continue on with our business here, and we'll have to address Squib's erratic insanity at some point further.
Okay. You guys have any more questions for Eric? Because if not, we can kind of just fast forward a little bit.
Are the people gonna have an issue that I have this mask on?
Probably. Might
Yeah.
want to keep a hood up or something.
Didn't someone tell us that that those things can be tracked?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you to
Yay!
not take it out from the start, Squib.
Hindsight's 2020.
You, this isn't even.
Should you not should we leave you behind somewhere and not take you in this state in front of a council of people who we want their trust?
I mean, I could probably wait in another room.
Eric, do you know of a way we might destroy these things?
The faceless one masks.
Yes, because everyone we've asked so far has had no idea, but I figured maybe
It's
being-
well, I don't know personally how to do it, but I know Master Darius does. It's a very convoluted, hard thing to do. And as far as the one he's currently wearing, I don't think those have ever been destroyed. Those ones and above, they're too powerful. But the ones that just are worn by their foot soldiers, I've seen those ones melted down.
We totally don't have any of those.
Can you do anything cool with those?
it's more of you don't really get anything back, but you can get rid of them.
Shit.
It's
Uh,
the Master Darius has kind of been studying those for a long time because it's something that's beyond him that it's hard to explain. They somehow use this strange metal to make these masks, but we don't know how they do it, and we don't know the material they use, and the way to destroy them is very convoluted and difficult. So it's I don't know. It's hard to explain, especially since I don't really know how it works.
If we had more, would he pay to buy them from us?
I don't think he would pay for them. No,
Damn. Well,
but
at least
if
we can give them to him to get rid of them.
oh, you have more.
Counting the one on my face, I've got 6.
Oh,
He,
6
yeah.
of those ones?
No,
No, I one of these ones, and he's gonna reach into the bag, and
No,
5 of
no,
these
stop
ones.
it. Stop. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back.
You're still charmed. So as soon as he says stop, you're like, okay, because it hasn't been an hour yet.
Let's not be so flippant with telling people we have these masks, or how many we have, or which ones of the ones we've seen that we do have.
or what else
Alright.
is in that fucking bag?
Yeah. You know what? Maybe someone else should hold the bag.
I like
You-
the bag.
You know, Rog, I've been having the similar thought myself.
Can't imagine why.
I don't know. Look at your face.
Whip, I'll trade you an
Be it
ocarina
any
for the
of-
bag.
Last time we did anything with any of your instruments, they got us in trouble. Because they like to
think we
randomly go off
Oh.
by themselves.
I assure you,
Oh.
this one will not randomly go off by itself. Look at it. You can even look. I hold out the ocarina that I got a long time ago. See, it's not gonna go off by itself. It's a flute.
You gotta blow on it.
Yeah.
Squib's doubling down.
This is like the
Shit.
quadrupling down at this point.
I'll keep the stuff in the bag.
All right, very good.
So should we... Does Darius have a way to hold them during the process without putting himself in danger? Being tracked?
Like I said, I don't know. You could ask him when he gets here.
He likely also has a bag of holding. If not many. I'm sure you guys can make those here, right?
I don't personally know,
I bet
but maybe our tailors could make one. Sure.
I bet someone in some branch of the craftsman's can make a fancy bag.
Oh yeah, sure. That can be easily done.
Like mage weave, or I think that's the most advanced one I remember from World of Warcraft. What's the name after mage? What is it? Ember weave or something after mage weave?
I don't know.
Anyways, aren't you a WoW guy?
I haven't played a tailor since like Lich King.
Same.
That's when I started.
I found you before.
All right, let's go meet some people. Is Squib coming with us? Where did we end up here? End up there.
I feel
Well-
like if we have a cloak, we could pull a hood over his head. We'll be fine.
Yeah, he's tiny, right?
I mean, I've got this one, but every time I put it on, I kind of go away.
Oh, let's not put that one on. Actually,
Cloak of invisibility. You think it would be bad?
no. Yeah. The second, does that one have any? Does that one make you do evil things, Squib? Is that one gonna kill you?
You identified it. It's not cursed.
All right, maybe we should just keep you in the invisibility cloak from now on.
It only lasts so long.
Oh, does it?
Like 3 hours,
Yeah.
I think.
And at
Total
least
or like at one point?
3 hours in a day. Like you can take it on and put it off. It's like
Okay.
Wolf's boots. As long as he doesn't leave them like on, they have.
So how about I don't think we'll spend more than 3 hours total in front of other people. At least in public. So if they're for large crowds, how about we just have him be invisible?
yeah, in public I would say so. I think in front of this the Senate, we don't want to be hiding things. So I think
Yeah.
either he shouldn't come with us or he should come with us as he is, and we may have to explain his current appearance.
I would be okay with that.
While you guys are talking, Master Darius enters the room, the conference room, and he comes in and he kind of stops for a second and looks at the little kobold with a mask that's far too big for his face. And he's just
It's a whole story.
I
Like-
did something stupid.
He sure did.
yes, I can see that.
You wouldn't happen to have access to the blood of an infantile bronze dragon, would you, Lord Darius?
No, why would I have that?
That's what we need to get this stupid mask off our friend here.
Oh dear. It's cursed.
It is
Yeah,
very
maybe.
cursed.
Yeah, in 20 days, if we don't remove it, he will be dead.
By the faceless ones, at that.
And then I think from
Indeed.
what we learned, that means he'll also join their ranks, right?
That is what the curse does, yep. And he's like, well, my friend, you are in dire straits. I don't know of any dragons in the city. I'm sorry.
We'll figure it out. We'll go
Yeah.
talk to the huntsmans.
Oh, it's a good place to start, yes. And if they don't have anything that can help you, they probably know where to find some dragons.
That is, I think, our hope.
Well, we still have about 30 minutes until the Senate is convened. Do you have any questions for me personally?
You had said that Grast wanted you to make a lightning rod for chaos crystals.
Indeed.
I understand that out of virtue, you would never do something like this for something so evil. Would you consider it for a group of adventurers with pure intent?
It that's an odd request. Why do you want to find the chaos crystals?
We're on a bit of a divine journey, and the chaos crystals are at the heart.
Indeed.
We have, let's call it the antithesis of our creator, you and I, that is. The antithesis of he has requested that we locate them so that they can be protected from, I would imagine, him. Was that confusing? I feel like I feel like
that was very confusing.
I said
Well,
that
that-
poorly.
Let's not use so many pronouns
Big
here.
words.
You're kind of beating around the bush a little.
We met an angel.
Oh,
His name was Benjamin. He's a very nice fellow. He wanted us to find the crystals and tell him where they are so that they can be protected and not fall into the hands of demons.
That is what I was trying to say.
Interesting. I could make you something, yes, but I would very much like to meet this angel you speak of. Because the chaos crystals should not be sought out by normal mortals. And I just met you, and I don't really know who you are. You could just be lying to me, and, well, as far as I know, you could be working for Grazd.
He's got us there.
But how
Shit.
do we not know that you would want to get a meeting with our contact because you're maybe working with Grast?
Well, we can't be sure, can we?
We can't. Is there a way that we can prove our noble intent while also possibly vetting yours?
That it's the knowledge that I carry is not something that is taken lightly. I was chosen by the previous grandmasters to take this knowledge, all their knowledge throughout the years. I feel like, and this is just me personally, I'm the more trustworthy.
That is fair. That's very fair. Perhaps we should get to know each other for longer than a couple of hours.
Yes. I mean, if you are who you say you are, and you truly do have a celestial in your corner, then I would happily make something to help you in your quest.
We can try to. I mean, we know that we have done the deeds that we have for him and met him and whatnot, but we can do our best to get him to verify our involvement with him, I guess, would be the case. I mean, we can always pray to him, as always, but
That is the only way we know to contact him.
much with busy, celestials, there may not be response, especially if there's a demon lord presently plotting on the overworld.
So, am I under the assumption that you have told him that Grazd has been released?
Did we do that? Did we do that? I don't remember.
I think we did.
I don't remember you guys telling him that Grazd.
Yeah,
had been released.
I don't think we did. We only pray to him when we think we're gonna die.
You do have the sending spell.
No, I thought we did pray to him.
I think last time I remember doing it was telling him that, hey, some weird water thingy has a chaos crystal.
Oh, that's probably what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, you guys did do that. You let him
Okay.
know that it's protected.
So yeah, we kind of forgot to tell him. I'm gonna go do that now. I'm just gonna go find a quiet corner. I'm gonna kneel down. I'm gonna pray to Benjamin.
Okay.
And just say, hey, sorry, we didn't tell you as soon as we found out. We kind of forgot. We got a lot of other stuff going on. But there's a demon lord named Grast running around, and he's looking for the chaos crystals.
And his book that we have.
I will, yeah, and the book. We have his book. We don't know the significance of it. But Wolf opened it and he froze for a long time, and it was scary, so we haven't touched it since.
And our new companion Squib's a dipshit.
I do not tell him that.
I'm gonna kind of treat it like the sending spell, where you got a limit on how many words you said, but you kept it kind of short and concise. But You wait a moment after you've like focused on him because he said that you can pray to him, and then like through your closed eyeballs, just brilliant light. Everybody else had their eyes open, and suddenly you guys are blinded by a brilliant light. And when like you blink away the spots, he is standing there before you, the Archangel Benjamin.
I will
And
I didn't expect that to work.
I'll take a
he-
knee.
And he kneels down in front of Rog. You're already kneeling to pray, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And so he kneels down in front of you and he's like, "My friend." I don't have my cup to do the echo thing. "My friend, what you have told me is dire. Is the demon lord here in this city?"
We saw him not that long ago.
Yeah, we saw him literally like an hour ago, hour and a half. He's here.
And like Erendi and Wolf, you guys were over talking to Darius, and you guys definitely like see his eyes like got wide when he saw the celestial being.
So only Rog can. He's only appearing to Rog. He's not appearing to everyone in the room.
No, everyone in the room can see him,
Oh, okay. All right.
but he's speaking to Rog because Rog prayed to him.
Gotcha.
Because Rog's like the only one who prayed to Benjamin or has tried to pray to him and not sounded like a sarcastic asshole when I did it.
So rude.
And he's the only one that's done it correctly, and I feel like he's the only like even in character, like maybe Wolf a little bit, but like I couldn't, Arendia couldn't pray to friggin' Benjamin, not a chance. And I don't know enough about Squib to know, but I don't think it would go well.
Dude, Wolf
As
tried,
Squid
and he
doesn't
like
give a shit.
ignored him because he was just like being a dick about it.
Yeah.
I remember that vividly.
that was good.
So yeah, if I see him, I will bow like my head once I notice him in our
And Squid,
presence.
this is your first time seeing him, and you're just like, because you're like 2 foot tall, and this guy, he's a good like 15 feet tall. Like his helmet's like brushing the ceiling when he gets in there, which is why he kneeled down in front of Rog. And he's just like, "Do you know where he is now?"
No,
No,
I've got his book.
we do have his book.
He turns to Squib and he's like, "Cobalt, like, may I?"
Yeah, I got his book. You want his book? Okay. Can I give him the book?
Wait! Don't reach in that bag, Squib.
I was just gonna give him the book.
Don't reach in that bag. I don't trust you anymore.
Squib will hold open the bag and just like, here you go. You can take it. You can take the book out of the bag. This is my bag.
Yes, that is your bag.
Is
I don't
it?
know if would the book be useful.
I
We
mean, you
don't
can't
know where
read
he
it.
is exactly.
You tried reading it, and that went poorly.
Yeah. Well, I'm asking Benjamin if the book would be useful to him.
Oh, he's like, "I would like to study it, and if it is useful, if it is what Graz needs, then I can use it to perhaps lure him out and ambush him with some of my soldiers."
And this is definitely Benjamin in front of us, as far as we can tell.
Roll an insight check.
Okay. Fucking hell.
7. Yep. Seems like the same guy.
Okay. Yeah, I would say hand it over if he wants it.
I
He
will
wants to
reach
let
in
him
the
have
bag, take out the book, and hand it to Benjamin.
Yeah, you reach in and you pull out the evil necromantic tome, and you hand it to him, and he flips it open and begins browsing through it. He doesn't freeze like Wolf did, and he's like, "This book should not be in the mortal realm. Where did you find this?"
We found it in some dude's house.
Yeah, Lord Alfaro had it
in the upper
sitting
city.
on a nightstand in the upper
I mean,
city.
he thinks for a second. He's like, "The name does not sound familiar to me, but this This book should not even be able to be on this plane. This is very disconcerting news.
I'm gonna snap, kind of like when he says it shouldn't be on this plane. I'm gonna be like, he had this mirror too. I'm gonna pull the mirror that we got off the Alfaro's I got off Alfaro's nightstand that I have in my pack.
Oh, okay.
And show it to him.
As soon as you pull it out and show it to him, is it faced towards Benjamin?
No, I would face it towards the ground. I would not direct it at anything. I think I would know well enough that it probably is looking into something that's not a mirror. I don't know. Can I roll?
Accidentally get.
Should I roll
fucking
like
Benjamin
Arcana
trapped
or
in
Well,
the
I
something?
mean, I think you rolled Arcana when
Mirrorverse.
you studied it the first time, but I don't remember what you rolled.
Yeah, I don't either. I think it was high enough to know that like it was magical, but I don't think I got anything about it like details wise.
Yeah, you guys don't really and you never identified it, so you don't know what it is. Yeah, I mean, if you just like bring it out but don't like just kind of point the face of the mirror towards the ground, Benjamin turns and he like just stops what he's like he was looking through the book and then just stops and he just looks at you and he goes, "Oh no." And the mirror starts to laughing. You can hear laughter coming from the front of it.
Uh-oh.
Squib wants to run underneath the mirror and look up into it.
Squib,
Okay.
stay where you are.
Technically, you're still charmed.
So
yeah, but
because
I
I-
can move 40 feet. I mean,
Squib, please, just don't do anything.
I know now
Squib stops breathing.
that the bag of holding is a pocket dimension, and that's why he couldn't see the book, right?
Right.
Arendia knows that.
Yep.
The bag of holding is open right now.
Yep, Squib hasn't
Yeah.
closed it yet.
I would go to put it in the bag of holding as fast as possible.
The mirror?
Yes.
Okay.
Once I hear laughing coming from it.
I mean, the voice sounds familiar. You have heard him talk a couple times.
Oh, he says something.
No, the laughter.
Yep.
Is it Grest or is it Alfaro?
It's Grast. It sounds like him laughing.
Shit.
And so you start walking over towards Squib, and Benjamin's just like, he immediately like takes the book and like throws it at Squib since, the bag's still open, and he's like, "Back inside!"
Do as he says!
Do you try to like catch it?
Yeah,
In the
Squib will
bag?
try. Squib will try.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check. It's not super hard DC because your bag's open and he's a good thrower.
You
But,
said athletics, right?
We're
these
destroying
rolls are-
wind.
You roll 13, you're fine. You just catch it. You get the bag up and the book goes straight into it and he's like, "Close it quick!"
Yeah. So Squib will close it as quickly as he can.
He closes it quickly and then the laughter stops and you hear, "Oh, that's disappointing.
That seems like fun.
Would you please let me see who I am speaking to, my child?"
I look at Randy and I just shake my head no.
I'm gonna put the mirror back in the bag.
In the bag of holding?
No, in my bag in my pack.
In your pack. Okay. Huh. Well, that's rude. My child, you can't make me go away.
Oh
And
god.
Benjamin's just kind of like standing there, and he's like unsheathed his massive greatsword from his back and just standing there, tensed.
I'm gonna try and not invasive minds, but I'm gonna try and thought speak to Benjamin. What should I do? Because I'm holding it, right?
Yeah, you're holding it still, and it's like facing towards. Well, you said you put it back in your bag.
It's back in the pack.
Yeah, it's back in your pack.
Yeah.
But it's still talking.
Okay. So I'm gonna like try to mind connect to Benjamin and ask him what I should do.
You have message, right?
I have.
Cantrip.
I have
do-
message.
I don't.
I thought he.
So
wasn't
you
it a
just have
sorcerer
invasive
feature?
minds? Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Or whatever they call it now.
Yeah, it's well, message is a cantrip that like anybody or a lot of people can get, where you can send a message to somebody and they can respond.
No.
But like you have invasive minds, which allows you to talk into their mind and they can respond.
Yeah. It's. I guess now it's technically called telepathic speech.
Okay.
You can form a telepathic bond
Yeah,
between
yeah,
you and him.
yeah. Yeah, so you just form a telepathic bond with Benjamin, and you're like, "What the hell do I do?" And
Yeah.
I mean, like not even perceptively, he doesn't even look at you, but he knows. You can tell that he knows where the voice is coming from, and he's like, "Well, he's been alerted." You hear in your mind, "He's been alerted. I guess it's now. Now is the time."
The time for what?
Well, time to meet our enemy face to face. Well, not face to face, face to mirror.
Okay.
What
Okay.
you hold is a message mirror.
And he could sense the book through the mirror?
He could sense the book was back on this plane.
On the plane. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so I will. I guess my companions don't know that I'm talking to Benjamin about this, but I'll go to pull the mirror out.
Okay.
And I'll
Do you look in it?
set it on the floor. Face up.
Face up?
Face up.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you set it down, and you can see the visage of Grast in the hand mirror. And he's like, you hear him, he's like, "Well, all I can see is the ceiling. That's not very nice. Hello?
And
Who has my book?"
I'll fucking pick up the goddamn mirror.
Okay. And do you look into it?
I'm gonna look into it, but I'm gonna look into it turning around like I'm FaceTiming and trying to get more people in the shot.
Get more people in the shot. Like, are you specifically trying to get Benjamin in the shot? Is that
For sure. 100%.
okay?
They make a stick for that.
Yeah, I know, right? Selfie stick.
And you look into the mirror, and it is indeed the visage of the demon lord Grast. And he's like, yes. Hello, my child. I expected that you had my book. Now I cannot feel it again. What have you done with it this time?
We don't have your friggin' book.
Well, make a persuasion check. Deception. Sorry, you are lying to him.
Fuck.
9. And he's like,
I have a plus
Yes.
6.
You do not have my book, but I sensed it in this realm for a short amount of time, but I couldn't quite pinpoint it. But I know it's nearby. Where is it?
I mean, I think he bought my lie, right? So I'm just gonna say we
You
don't
wanna
have it.
Double down? All right, roll another deception check with disadvantage. And he's just like, perhaps I should speak with someone who's less foolish. And he turns, and because he can see Benjamin in the background, he's like, Celestial. And Benjamin's like, I will not speak to you, foul one. He's in Gross, you see him roll his eyes. He's just like, fucking angels. And he's like, anyone else?
I'll talk to you. Hi, my name's Squib. I'm a kobold. This is where I come from. And he's just rambling on about stupid shit.
And he's
that
like,
Gratz probably does not give a fuck about.
oh, silence. And you just like, you feel your vocal cords like stop. You're like,
Damn.
and he's just like, you're not useful, little one. Although, you do have an interesting attire now.
Oh god.
Well, it seems like I am out of luck. But now I know who has my book, and that you lied to me the first time. So,
And we'll do it the third time too.
and he's like, oh, is Rog in the shot?
Probably. I'm not actually saying.
Oh,
Oh, come on, do it. It's so much fun.
No.
because like Arendia said, he was making sure to get Benjamin in the shot, and he's seen what Squib looks like now. I mean, the mask. He knows what the mask looks like on a kobold. But like, he said he was trying to get as many people in the shot. But like, if you guys were like kind of in the background and like blurred out, he hasn't really recognized you yet. Although he did meet your adventuring party at one point.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, Benjamin was definitely my focus of getting it because he told me it's it's time to meet face to face. So he was my focus.
he goes, well, I will find you all soon enough. And the mirror just goes back to looking like a normal mirror when you found it.
I'm gonna look at Benjamin and say, "Hey, do you think he can track this?"
Well, if he could, he would probably already be here. I feel like he was able to track the book, and that was more important than his mirror. These mirrors they're dangerous, but they are not deadly. Demons use them they use them to communicate with people in the mortal realm. Their servants, their their followers, things like that. I'm assuming you found it near the book.
Very close by, and also near the man who piloted them both.
I can only assume that man was a disciple of Grazd, and the ritual that he performed, under the assumption, brought him back into this realm. But now that Grazd has been made aware of my presence, it will be very hard for me to use that book to create an ambush for him.
Side note: do you think there's anything you can do about my friend's mask here? We can't get it off of him.
He looks at Squib and he's just like, he reaches over to take it off and just like, he grabs it and like lifts and just picks Squib up by the face. And Squib's like legs are kicking and he's like, he kind of shakes you a little bit. And it just kind of sets you down. He's like, it doesn't seem to want to come off. What is the...
It's cursed.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah, we need some like dragon's blood, something like that.
And like he saw him like kind of pull the sword back, and he's like, "Oh, interesting." Like he was going to cast a spell or something. But when you say you need the dragon's blood, he's like, that kind of curse is beyond my ability to heal."
That's valuable information. Because if not even you can do it, then we really have to go find some fucking dragon's blood.
If Squib is able to talk, Squib just goes, fuck.
He's like, "I can remove most curses, but this one has been modified to resist the spells that I know. And he kind of glances over his shoulder, and because Saizan's there, and he's like, he kind of cocks his head a little bit, and he's like, "Ah, but you probably already knew that."
Do you know what kind of modification it is, or who could have made it?
These kind of spell modifications and curses are thing of mortals. We celestial beings do not have to deal with curses on a regular basis, but
Well, that must be nice.
indeed, the celestial realm does not have people who curse others.
Would, in your experience with mortals, the same type of people who might be able to make this type of curse modification also be ones to modify other mortal creatures?
It could be. Perhaps that's
We came across a being that, or a creature that we were told was likely modified through, let's call it mortal intervention, or kind
indeed.
of trying to track down who might be genetically modifying things and then releasing them into lower parts of the city.
Well, whoever it is, they cannot be good.
That's what we've been told. Well,
Now that Grazd is here, do you happen to know where the other Chaos Crystal was that you said was protected?
it last we saw was
I was in the river, wasn't it?
the head of a leviathan in the
It was the Vilgan River.
Vilgan River. I almost said Boergenth. The Vilgan River.
Do you think it's still there?
He seemed pretty mobile. It moved with him.
Well, the
And
fact
he's-
that it can move is curious in and of itself. But if you think it's safe for now, I will send some of my compatriots to hopefully look for it, just so we can help protect the creature.
I can't remember exactly what he said, but he mentioned the river being his domain or something. So he could be anywhere in the river. I don't think he would move out to the ocean.
Very well.
It
I
seemed
will.
to be a very powerful creature.
Well, yes, leviathans are very powerful creatures, but they're usually in the sea. So it's strange that you say it was in the river. But
Do you happen to know the sending spell?
me personally, I do not know it. No.
I do.
And-
Let me send a message to the Leviathan that I know of and is hopefully on this realm and ask if it still has the Chaos Crystal.
Okay. Do you know its name?
He did tell us the name. I can't remember it myself though.
Zach?
I don't remember what I had for breakfast.
Oh.
Zach's not a note taker. He's a loot whore.
Oh.
Yes, if it has to do with loot, I'll write it down. But if it's not loot, good luck.
To
Let me
start,
see.
Wolf was the note taker guy. But I
That
think
was
Caleb.
the start.
I think Caleb kind of lost interest in that after a
It
while.
was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, let's see.
See, I don't know the name off the top of my head. I can go find it. But if you don't know the name of the creature you're sending to, it makes it more difficult to connect. Even though you know who you're trying to send to.
Yeah, I definitely don't have it.
I don't need it.
Quick, start watching videos.
That was
Uh,
before we started recording.
Damn.
Actually, it was when Kyle was streaming, but then those all got deleted. Deleted into the ether. Okay.
Well, he's
if you
while
want to
he's-
still go ahead.
While he's
Oh, go
telling
ahead.
that to Benjamin, I'm gonna whisper to Darius and ask if he wants us to tell Benjamin about his whole ordeal with Graz.
He kind of looks at you and he goes,
Okay.
like he's still kind of awestruck that you guys were like, yeah, we know an angel, and then he just showed up here.
All right, I'm just gonna wait until
I think
their thing resolves.
to the point you just said, Ben, I think there's so many times in specifically for us, but just in D&D in general, where like the players are like, yeah, this is normal, but like the common people would be like, wouldn't even, like you said, wouldn't even be able to talk.
Yeah, right. Darius is just like awestruck by the fact that there's an angel in his like Senate room that just like
Yeah, all the things that go through your head. I mean, he did just get confronted by a demon lord, so I guess he would believe in demons and angels, but some of the people that we talked to were like, yeah, we'll call Benjamin, and they're like, angels exist?
Well, I mean, he when you guys said you knew an angel, he was like, "Oh, yeah, celestials are a thing, angelic creatures," and he's like, "But I don't believe you that you know one." Like,
And then we just call him up. It's like, hey, bro.
well, you told him something
You up.
incredibly vital, like something that you should have told him a few days ago.
Yeah. Oops. By the way,
By the way, there's a demon lord loose on the realm.
Not only
One of
that,
the
but
9 lords of hell.
we may have kind of freed him because, I mean, seemed like he was trapped in the floor, and we busted it open for him. So,
The blood, Alfaro's blood, is what opened the portal.
oh, I gotcha. Okay, so we just exposed it.
Zach was trying to crack it open, but
Right.
he was like, it didn't open until the blood had seeped into the ritual. It was like what Squib did to the floor was not what made it open.
Gotcha.
So Squib breaking the floor made the blood go down there, and Squib
Made it
fucked everything
go
up.
faster, yeah.
so if we had killed Alfaro in any other room, this wouldn't have happened.
Yes.
Damn it.
Oops.
So sending says what? You send a short message to a creature with which you're
you got
familiar.
25 words.
Yeah.
That you're familiar with, but since you don't remember his name,
Not super familiar.
you can send it, but I'm gonna make you roll like a we'll go with insight to see if your brain figures out which Leviathan you're trying to send it to, because like it's kind of specific, but like there are many Leviathans in the world, so sending wants you to be specific.
Hmm.
But go
Some
ahead.
random Leviathan's gonna be like, fuck off.
Right, they don't understand language, so it wouldn't like.
So, kind of meta question here.
Yeah.
Canonically, Rog is keeping track of all of their adventures and writing them down.
Yeah.
So he would have written the Leviathan's name, but I, as a player, did not do that. So, would Rog be able to tell Arendia his name?
That's
I don't know if that's too metagamey or not.
that's definitely metagamey. If you had
Okay.
the keen mind feat, I'd give it to you.
Okay.
But the keen mind feat literally is the one that says you can remember
Yeah.
anything that's happened in the last 30 days.
Okay.
So,
Can I roll an intelligence check for Squib to see if he remembers it?
absolutely not. The DC would be higher than you can roll.
So it would be higher than 20.
Absolutely.
That's as high as I can go with that.
But if you want to roll an insight check to see if you can connect to the mind of the correct Leviathan that you are trying to send a message to, the DC is 12, so you got to roll 13 or higher on your insight. 20. I mean, you rolled a natural 19, so yeah, you definitely like reach out with your mind and you feel it connect. Well, now you get 25 words to send the message to. I don't remember his name, and I don't want to go look it up.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's in my long ass Word document somewhere.
None of us remember his name.
So I'm going to say insert name here
Okay. For one word.
for one word. I was a drow of 4 travelers you crossed. You told us of the crystal in your head.
You got 6 left.
Are you still okay?
And it takes a moment, and he goes, "You hear? I do remember you. I do remember you. I still have the crystal.
That's all we get, right? I can't respond again, right?
You can send another sending spell.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You got to use another spell slot, though.
Yeah, that's fine. Actually, I will send another sending spell.
Okay.
So that's going to put me here. I'm going to say, we would like to help protect you. Where are you currently located?
Uh-oh.
I am in the river.
I mean, that's not the worst. It's not the worst.
That's kind of what I was assuming.
It's better than him being like, I've been captured and I'm in friggin' Grass's dungeon or whatever.
Right.
Okay.
I am on my deathbed.
Yeah. I'm south of the Southern Isles in the ocean.
I'm east of the Empire.
Yeah.
He is the Tom Scott of this world. I'm
The,
on a hill.
Well, he was like, "Where are you?" It's a very vague question for. He is an intelligent creature, but like he is more of a literal type of creature because he normally doesn't have that high of an intelligence. The Chaos Crystal had, enhanced his mind, but
yeah, no, that's fine. Benjamin is still in our presence, yeah?
Mhm.
All right, I'll say I just communicated with the Leviathan with the Chaos Crystal, and he still has the crystal and is in the Vilgan River.
very good. I will send some of my soldiers to go seek him out.
And then I think Loudon, I think where you want to do the thing talking about
Yeah.
Darius's daughter.
Okay. Benjamin, this one, you're going to get a real kick out of this. So what made us remember that we should have told you about this sooner was actually our good friend here, Darius. We met him just an hour and a half, 45 minutes ago. And Grest is extorting him to build something to help him find the Chaos Crystals.
I mean,
He's
you can't see his face, but if you could, he has the glowing like yellow eyes underneath the shaded like helmet, like you can't see his face, but just the glowing yellow eyes, and like you can almost tell that they get wider. The glow gets like slightly wider, like, and he's like, "Hey, what?
Grass is holding his daughter hostage.
Oh, I don't care about that. What was this about? Something to find to what?"
Well, he will know more. I'll gesture towards Darius.
And Darius kind of like he had dropped to his knees and was just like, hands folded in front of him because he's in the presence of a celestial being, and he's just like, wow. And so he's like, he gets up and he's like, my lord, Grast had come to me requesting that I make him a blade of pure evil that would allow him to tear holes into the realm and allow demons through. But it also could act as a sort of divining rod to point him towards the chaos crystals. This group told me that they are on a mission from you that to find the chaos crystals to protect them. I did not trust them, but I could indeed craft something that could help them find them. And Benjamin's like, that is impressive. Well, you now know that they have my blessing. And yes, I have sent them on a mission to go find the chaos crystals so that me and my people can protect them from the demons who seek to reclaim them. And like Darius is just like,
Is there any way that you have like some like celestial workshop where like Darius could go craft this item in less harm of being murdered or confronted again by Grast?
is Grast going to return?
I'd be surprised if he didn't.
I mean, he's
And
looking for us now, I think.
Benjamin looks thoughtful and he's like, well, perhaps I could set up an ambush at the shop for Grast
Well,
rather than the book.
he definitely has his daughter, and he's definitely expecting him to do work for him to get his. Well, it might be his daughter. We don't really know. I don't think we talked to him about it. I forget.
He did.
Okay.
He mentioned that it's his daughter.
Okay. So I would imagine regardless, he's going to come back to collect, either to live up to his word of destruction or collect the item which he has requested. So he definitely came to this guy.
That's good to know.
In particular.
He's like, is there anything I can do to help you, Master Darius, in creating this item to help find the chaos crystals? He's like, well, now that you mention it, yes. One of the key ingredients is the crown of a celestial. And Benjamin just like kind of looks at him. I'm like, you can almost feel the burning glare. And he goes, that is a heavy price. It is not something that I can approve. I will have to talk to my higher ups about something like that. And it is something that we would have to guard heavily while it is in this realm. And Darius is like, I understand.
How would you have expected to get this resource without the help of a celestial?
He knows the guy.
I very specifically asked you if you knew one, and you said you did.
No, but if you were doing it just for Grast.
Slightly different for the evil version.
Fair enough, I suppose.
It's hard to explain, but it's easier to craft things that are evil than that are good.
Makes a lot of sense, actually.
What would you need to make an evil one?
The blood of a demon lord.
Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure Grast would give that willingly.
Indeed.
But for a good one, you need a Celestial's Crayon?
Indeed.
I didn't know Celestials liked to color. I said crayon, not
Yeah,
crown.
Gotcha.
yeah. I wasn't sure if it was just an accent thing or if you had actually said crayon.
I said
It's,
crayon.
it's just Zach being Zach.
So I just let it go. I was like, I think you said crayon, but it could have just been like crown.
Nope. Just me being a shit.
Okay.
Well, a lot has happened here.
And I have doomed another character to go insane or die.
No, it's not making you insane. It's just slowly killing you.
I mean, yeah.
Just.
And it will bring you back as a faceless one foot soldier. But yeah. Anyway,
So would I have the faceless one foot soldier stat block or a squib stat block?
you'd have your stat block, but you'd be under the control of the faceless ones.
That's a lot scarier than having, like, oh yeah, no, he's just this random silly NPC stat block.
Uh-huh. Anyway, I expected to be a little bit further in the story, but there's not that much more to do. So it's at this point you guys have leveled up.
Well, I mean, it's only 10:20, so do you want to try and get through another part of plot?
It's a lot of the Senate Council, the Senate meeting,
And
which I expected to go into rather than the whole thing with the mask. But the mask was something that I was aware of that could happen, and he pulled it out. He freaking pulled it out of the bag again. So it's fine. No, because like you guys should not be fighting anything before the end of the council meeting. So the Senate meeting, which is when I was going to have you level up to level 10 anyway. But I'm just going to do it now since it's so you guys can like level up your characters with the last 10 minutes. You can roll through your HP. All that fun hoopty business.
Hmm.
I'm gonna multi-class into barbarian.
Okay.
I'm not actually gonna do that.
You can multi-class into rogue. Rogue barbs are.
I could do
I mean,
that.
rogue bards are not the worst things in the world.
I thought about doing rogue barbarian.
Well, because if you put
because
one
that
level in,
would
you
be
get sneak
gross.
attack for.
Yeah.
And I think if he goes 2 levels, he
Advantage.
gets steady aim, which he's been kind of a ranged guy anyway. And steady aim makes it so you get advantage on your range attacks if you don't move. Which then gives you your sneak attack damage on a bow shot. It's
Steady
kind
aim
of
is
silly.
3rd level.
Oh. Well, if you went 3 levels into rogue, you would also get your rogue archetype too.
Yeah.
And I think at level 3 it's 2d6 damage on sneak attack, so.
Whoops, ignore that.
Hide in plain sight. You can spend 1 minute camouflaging yourself. You must have access to fresh mud, dirt, plant, soot. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Gain a +10 bonus to stealth as long as you remain there without moving. Interesting. Pass without a trace. Hide in plain sight. Advantage on stealth checks. You're just like, out of 57.
Oh, optional feature, which
I'm
replaces.
kind of surprised that at level 10, all sorcerers get is an additional meta magic option.
I get 2 more expertises.
You get a 2nd, 5th level slot, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah. I mean, and
That's
that's
pretty big.
I was gonna say that's definitely not nothing.
Oh yeah, I suppose I could level up Sizan while we're at it. Did you guys want to roll for your HP, or you want to?
Do I have one hide in? Oh yeah, hide in plain sight or nature's veil.
I don't know, whichever one you feel like you like better.
I know, right? They both seem pretty good. I'm about to roll for my HP though.
8. I now have 78 HP.
Nice.
78?
I also got 8. Nice.
Yeah, I'm so squishy.
Make sure
I
to
need
add
a-
your con mod if
I
you
need
have
a-
a con modifier.
Room. So that's 10.
Oh man, sizing gets DI. Too bad I won't ever use it.
Nice. Fucking finally.
There you go.
Hey, y'all rolled pretty good. Well, Rog one below the average, but that's okay.
Frog below average. Name a more iconic duo.
I gain additional favored terrain.
But an 8 on a 10 is pretty good, and 6 on a 6 is very good.
I now have, get this,
50.
60 HP.
I apparently missed my first expertise.
Wait, so you've got 60. What? How much HP does Wolf and Rug have?
69.
Nice. I have
That's
70.
129. That's
Sizan has 93.
210 or something. Do you have more than like 3 of us combined?
I've got 147.
So more than 2
No,
of us
not more
combined.
than 3 of you combined. 2 of you
Not
combined.
not
sure.
more than 3. Sizan's pretty
dude.
close.
Caleb, you just get hide in plain sight as a 10th level.
That's his
Yeah.
ability at 10th level, yeah.
So I can. It's either hide in plain sight or nature's veil. Like I can choose one of those two.
Which
Kinda
what's
sick.
Nature's Veil do?
Nature's veil. You draw on the powers of nature to hide yourself from view briefly. As a bonus action, you can magically become invisible along with any equipment you're wearing or carrying until the start of your next turn. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. And you regain.
That's not too
all
bad.
your- It's not too bad. I also get tireless.
I don't want to jinx it, but I think this is the second full session in a row on my new laptop that I didn't blue screen once.
Nice. On your new one?
Yeah, on the new one.
Immediately blue screen.
I know, right?
I had 2 magical secret spells. I thought I only got 1.
You got 2 what?
Magical secrets.
No?
I got a proficiency and I got unstable backlash. I'm now proficient in athletics. Good luck catching squib. I now get a +9 to athletics checks.
You're a glamour bard, right?
I am.
Oh yeah, magical secrets. That's fun.
I like it, but I don't like that they count towards spells known, because that means. Well, I guess that kind of balances out later on, so never mind. I was gonna say, because that means I can't, because the benefit of it is taking spells outside of the bard class.
Yeah.
But from leveling up from 9 to 10, I get 2 spells known, and magical secrets count against that. So if I don't take 2 non-bard spells, I'm missing out. Which I originally thought was bad because I would also like to continue getting bard spells, but then I remembered you don't get magical secrets every level.
Right.
So
Not till level 14 again.
That and bard spells they're good, but they're really like crowd control kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Which
want
is
to take
good,
some
but
heavy DPS stuff from a different class, this is the time to do it.
yeah, I took Steel Wind Strike, and I'm trying to remember what other one I wanted to take.
I mean, you were talking about an S tier spell that you could take.
what level of spells can you cast?
You can cast 5th level. But you were talking about how good Inflict Wounds is.
Inflict Wounds is pretty good. So is Cone of Cold.
Yeah, but does that make sense
Yeah.
for Rog, though?
Well, that's the thing, is I also want to get something useful for the party, like haste, because I don't think I have haste.
Haste is pretty good.
I
Haste
might
is
actually
very good.
go with haste. Like a hasted up squib.
That's terrifying.
Yeah,
I mean, a hasted wolf is pretty good too.
Wolf does do it.
Hasted anybody is pretty good.
Counterspell is also really good for magical secrets because it's an ability check, which works with Jack of all trades.
Yep.
There's Summon Celestial and Summon Draconic Spirit as well. Teleportation Circle.
I think technically at the moment we, through various means, can do both of those things anyways.
True. Big Beast's hand is fun.
This stupid mirror.
The things children watch on YouTube is fucking cringy.
Is it Coco Melon?
No, no, I don't believe it's. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's just really fucking cringy.
Dude, my kid is obsessed with Coco Melon. Obsessed.
All the children on my school bus are, but I have no idea what Coco Melon is.
It's just.
It's like Nickelodeon, but on YouTube, and also more annoying and worse.
And it's only songs. It's all
Yeah.
song. It's all sing-alongs.
It's pretty bad.
I think I would rather walk out into traffic.
I remember,
nephew
like, a
loves
couple years ago, there was a bunch of, like, conspiracy theories about, like, their animations and stuff. And how they, like, connected into an overarching story where this person is, like, just an absolutely trash human being and, like, treating people like shit, even though the songs are all, like, children's songs. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was funny.
Oh, you can already take legend lore.
I would
That one's
love.
fun.
I would love to deep dive into Coco Melon and see that.
Bards can get scrying too. Man, you should have picked a different spell.
Listen, I would have had one good use of Mislead if Squib didn't fuck it up.
I mean, you can always change their spells known. I think when you leveled up.
I think you can swap out one.
Unless you're a drow,
Yeah,
and then you can
as per
swap
what the
one
book
every
says.
single long rest.
Yeah, it's one.
Elves in general.
Yeah,
can do that.
All elves in general.
So can paladins, druids, and clerics. They can swap out any and all paladin, cleric, or
Oh yeah,
druid spells.
you're half elf, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can swap your shit on long rests, or swap one at a time on long rests.
Really?
I think so. Or is it full elf?
I think that's just full elves. I don't
full
think
elf.
half elves get that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I just have Fey Ancestry as a special thing. That's really it.
Yeah, they get the Fey ancestry from elves, but that's it, and the Dark Vision.
Yeah. Is haste concentration? It is.
It is.
Okay, I'm good at
'Cause-
those though. So I think
when you break concentration or drop the spell, it stuns your target.
right. I
It's
think I will
Garbo.
take haste.
Haste is good. Haste is value.
I'm torn between haste and counterspell.
Both are very good.
Both are very good.
Don't you get two spells?
Yeah, but first one I got was Steel Wind Strike.
Oh, okay.
Steel Wind Strike.
That one's neat if it is the one I am thinking of.
It's the one you choose up to 5 creatures you can see within range. Make a melee spell attack against each target. On a hit, the target takes 6d10 force damage. You can then teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within 5 feet of one of the targets you hit or miss.
Going all anime status on us
Yeah.
now.
So it's like hitting 5 people at once, assuming you hit, which is good for Rog because I don't do a lot of damage with my bow.
It's a ranger spell. Damn. Oh. Yeah, but rangers don't get it until like level 20. Because
Yeah,
they don't get 5th level spells until that late.
Yeah,
yeah. It
I hope
sucks. Same with paladins.
I hope with 1D&D they kind of make that better. Because
Well, they've
I
already
like,
made rangers
I mean,
better because
that's the
freaking
big
hunter's mark is not
trade-off.
concentration.
Well, that's kind of the trade-off with paladins and rangers. Like, yeah, you don't get high-level spells, but you still hit like a truck without them.
Yep.
Since you're a half caster, and it's really hard to hit you.
Yeah, steel wind strike's pretty good. It's only got a 30-foot range though, so just remember that.
All right, I think I'm gonna go sleep.
Okay.
Sleep is for the weak. I am
next,
weak.
Next week is Thanksgiving, but I don't know if anybody has an issue on Wednesday.
I will not be at my computer on Wednesday. I'll be
Okay.
back
Oh, I'm
home.
not sure as well. Okay.
We'll probably just skip next week since it's a holiday week for us Americanos.
I'll
How,
still be around if we do want to play.
how dare you, Caleb?
Gotta go back
Shit
home for the
happens.
weekend. Or for the one day Wednesday, coming back Thursday. Oh,
It's okay. It's okay to miss a week or here and there.
yes, I will be free after.
Now that we're not missing,
Months at a time.
yeah.
Alright, I'm also gonna go.